YouTube. Today we got this is a different type of video, okay? All right. Now, first and foremost, as you can see, I am doing a Playboy Carti's album tier list. More like project tier list, okay? Because a lot of these albums are actually not released. Some of these that I had added, cuz they had the tier list with all the released albums, but not the shit that's not actually official released on his platforms. So yeah, we here with that. Now I know you probably thinking, bro, why are you making a tier list about Playboy Cardi? If you've been keeping up with my channel for a while, you would know that I actually reacted to a couple of songs by Cardi on my channel, and even reacted to uh I ain't react to I am music, but I gave my thoughts and opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, Cardi is one of my favorite artists of this last generation of artists. I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? I didn't get introduced to Cardi to 2019, which is funny because back in like 2016, 2017, I had all this nigga type beats. Like, bro, I can literally go to my type beats right now that I still got. I got a whole playlist of type beats from all the way from back then. I had Playboy Cardi, Thousand Band Fonny, Uno the Activist, Lord Fubu, Famous Dex, Ugly God, damn Lil Uzi type beats. Like I had type beats for a lot of niggas, but like Thousand Band Fonny, Uno, Cardi, I wasn't really listening to them like that. So I ain't know who they was. You feel me? But when I actually got introduced to who Cardi was, bro, kind of changed my perspective on music. I'm gonna be honest, he really did. You feel me? And now, bro, is one of my favorite artists. No cap. But yeah, that's just a quick little backstory of that. Now, we gonna do a tier list all the way from abundance to I am music. So even the unreleased projects, all the projects that he pretty much did, even if released and unreleased, we're gonna be ranking them and talking about them. So that's what we're doing here today. All right. Now, I want to start off from like in order. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me know if I'm missing any other project in here too. I didn't put Narcissist because we didn't really get enough leaks in order for me to put Narcissist in this. You could say the same thing about V2, but no, not really. I mean, a lot of V2 got leaked, but it's still a lot of grills from V2 that still hasn't been leaked to this day. Like Trenches, we still waiting on Trenches. We still waiting on Trying to Get Down. So but it's enough songs. We heard enough songs from V2 to judge it. But yeah, we only got a couple of songs from Narcissist, you know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't worth putting it on here. All right. Now, let's get straight into this. Okay. First off, I don't know what this is right here. Anybody in the comments, please let me know if you know what this is. I have no idea. Um, is that like when he was that like when he was a part of what was it called? What was it called, man? Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. I don't know it, so we gonna make another can we make another one? Hello? Oh shit. Adderall. Okay, I just fucked it up. I don't know. Adderall below. I don't know. My dumb ass, bro. I just fucked this shit all the way up. We just gonna turn this to C. We gonna make this C. All right. This row, bro. I'm fucking up. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't never did a tier list on this shit, so I don't know. We're gonna change this to D, and then this is gonna be I don't know. Boom. Right. So we putting this in I don't know because I don't know what the hell it is. All right. Now, abundance. Abundance was pretty smooth. Now, it's only a few songs that I really like on Abundance. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he had a lot of other songs that wasn't on there that I liked more than some of the songs that was on there. You know what I'm saying? And overall, I just feel like it was like It was like some cool shit. Like it wasn't nothing like overly crazy. I actually got to go through the track list of Abundance again to see, because one of my favorite songs during that era was probably that ooh, you know that ooh, I'm running that tail, I'm like ooh, I'm fucking that bitch, I'm like ooh, she blowing my phone like ooh, with yeah, I don't know if that was on Abundance though, but anyway, for Abundance, I'm gonna give it a cool C. You know what I'm saying? Just because it was like, he was still fresh to the game. I wouldn't say he necessarily had that sound yet, but it was still like cool that like, nostalgic music on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, self-titled. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think self-titled for sure is A tier. I think self-titled is A tier. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Some people may think it's S tier. That's fine. Some people may think it's B tier. That's fine. But I think a good place to put it is A, because Self Titled was actually a pretty solid album. It was a pretty solid project. Like, really is. Like, if you go back and listen to it, there's a lot of songs on there that you can actually, like, still get jiggy with till this day. You know, like, Magnolia Never Not Be a Banger, and plus that's the hit that really like broke him out there. You feel me? Other than Broke Boy, like, you know, Magnolia is what really put him on the map for real. So this, that project had his breakout single, and then you had Woke Up Like This. So many good songs. Chopper, just new Chopper, like Let It Go. Like, Let It Go is arguably top five. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. Let It Go is top five for sure. Um, just so many good songs. What else? Do That Shit. Do That Shit is really good too. Like, it was a lot of good songs on damn Location. Still to this day a hit. Like, come on. This was a solid fucking project. Okay, self-titled was a solid project. Period, point blank. His aesthetic doing that, I wouldn't say it was necessarily like a crazy aesthetic, but he had that swag. It was the 2016, 2017 swag back then, so it was still like a nice little fun era, especially for music. Those 2 years for music was lit. So yeah, I give self-titled. I'm put self-titled in A. That's my final answer. Okay. Now, I think what comes after self-titled is 1629, which I put in this, because this counts. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a collab tape, I still think it counts. 1629. So I'm not gonna lie. I want to. I know this is gonna make a lot of people upset. It really is. I love 1629. I really do. I really, really do. But I don't think 1629 is a S tier project. There, I said it. I said it. I don't think 1629 is a S tier project. It's 100% A tier for sure, though. Like, without a doubt. Like, I don't think it's better than self titled, but 1629 is 100% a A tier project. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these gonna be high. I want y'all to know that. But yeah, I would put 1629 as like a lower A tier though. And I know a lot of people gonna get upset about that, but I feel like the hype for 1629 is actually higher than how good 1629 really is. Cause it's good, but it's really like 2-3 songs that people really know still to this day. It's like the rest of the songs people don't really care about that often. And we know what 3 songs I'm talking about. Big Bank, Break the Bank in 1629. Literally. Like, Every other song people don't really talk about like that. It's only usually those three. So I feel like the album for 1629 really like is higher than how good the album itself really would have been, or the project. So yeah, I think 1629 gonna be like a low A tier, if not B, you know. But I still enjoy the songs on there. But I'm just saying. Okay, we got Dilate. This is a personal bias. Okay, personal bias, 100%. And you look. I don't care what none of y'all say. I actually see the thing is, aesthetic wise, that lit is my favorite era of Playboy Cardi. Aesthetic wise, 100%. Like I like the Dalit aesthetic more than any aesthetic he has had so far, even more than a whole lot of red one. I just I don't know, bro. It's just like even though he still had like kind of the rock star vibe, he still had like like the regular street swag to it. It was cool. Like you taking two different worlds and putting them into one. That's when he originally first started doing that. You know what I'm saying? And these two different worlds that I really love, and he's somehow portraying both of them at once. You know what I'm saying? Being a regular rapper and somewhat a rock star. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we already know what songs is on Dalit. Like, come on now. Dalit is people still play that songs from Dalit to this day, and they still sound like they just came out not too long ago. Seriously, you know. And I'm low key. At first I was finna put Dalit in S tier. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible because we know it's some Cardi Glazers that's gonna get on here and put everything in S tier, or everything is gonna be at least at least a high. I want to put that lit in S tier, but you know what? No, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give that lit a S tier. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta give it a S tier. That lit is it's my favorite era of Playboy Cardi. All them songs on there is pretty much a hit. I can still play them to this day, and they still go crazy. I gotta give it a S tier. I'm sorry, because I had to really look back at the rest of them and give it a like. But it's just his whole aesthetic. You know, the neon tour, the merch, everything, the music was just so like everything about that lit was just, you know, S tier for sure. All right, now we getting into the we got all three whole lot of red eras here. Okay, we got a whole lot of red V1 right here, whole lot of red V2, and whole lot of red V3, which is the actual official release project. So first and foremost, right, whole lot of red V1, greatest greatest music Cardi has ever produced, and you cannot change my mind about that. Whole lot of red V1 will always be the greatest music, the greatest quality music Cardi has ever produced. And it's sad that it didn't even come out. Like none of those songs got released. That's really sad if you think about it. Cause bro, the hype that he had doing when whole lot of red V1 was being leaked and shit like that. This is when whole lot of red V1 got leaked. This is where I actually found out about Playboy Cardi, and this is how my whole taste in music damn near changed completely. And I got into the rest of like the underground artists and shit like that. It was because of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy to me because I feel like Whole Lot of Red V1 should have came out. He should have released that. And Whole Lot of Red V3 should have been Narcissist. That's how I feel. If he did that, by the time he released Whole Lot of Red V3, let's say that would have been Narcissist. By the time he released Narcissist, bro, the level that Cardi is at right now, he would be at that level by the time he would have released Narcissist. If he released this album. Tell me I'm lying. Because Whole Lot of Red V1 till this day is still more mass appealing to the average listener than Whole Lot of Red V than the one that we got released. Seriously, I still would tell you that Whole Lot of Red V1 is easier to listen to from a casual listener than even I Am Music. Seriously. I don't know. It's some really good songs on I Am Music, but it's arguable. It's argue. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. I can't English, but yes, best Cardi. All of his greatest songs of all time was on that album that never got released. That's unfortunate, but that's just how I feel. Whole Lot of Red V3. Whole Lot of Red V3. I know what y'all waiting on. Y'all waiting on me to put this in S tier, don't you? Yeah, I know y'all is. And I told y'all, bro, I'm being realistic with this shit. I'm not one of those people that just like I love Cardi and his music, but I'm not that much of a glazer to where I'm blind to obvious things, okay? Whole Lot of Red V3. I'm sorry to break this to y'all, bro. I know a lot of y'all. The reason why a lot of people like Whole Lot of Red V3 so much is because that's really when a lot of people got introduced to Cardi for real. Like, especially people on TikTok. Like, that's another thing too. Like, you know, when this came out and like he was doing shows and it was like the sounds was going viral on TikTok and shit like that. Them new fans, bro, they ate that shit up and like it's just seemed like they just said like they heard all the rest of his other shit, but just because they found out about him at that time, it's like they kind of just said fuck all the rest of the other music and shit that he done before, you know, and just like the greatest shit to ever touch Earth. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The same songs that I liked the first day I listened to Whole Lot of Red is still the only same songs that I like and still listen to this day. My opinion hasn't really changed on any other song on Whole Lot of Red. Other than Rockstar Made was the only song that I it was one of the only songs that I did not like that kind of grew on me. Every other song still hasn't grew on me like that. But yeah, that's just how I feel. This is my opinion though. But I'm not gonna lie. It's an A, but I'm giving it an A to be nice to you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being nice to y'all because I know y'all gonna kill me for this. But I don't think it's better than self-titled. It's not. I don't think it's a more enjoyable item project than self-titled. Like you can turn self-titled on, let all the songs play through and be completely fine. And you could do this with anyone in the car. You can't do that with Whole Lot of Red. I'm being honest. You cannot do that. You can't. If I turned on one of those songs from a Whole Lot of Red with my Dukes or one of my brothers in the whip, they gonna look at me like these. So you gotta go based off the masses, okay? Even though it's my personal opinion, I'm still going based off the masses as well. So yes, I'm being nice, but I think it's a mid A tier project. Wait, how did I just? Oh shit, I skipped Whole Lot of Red V2. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I want to talk about a Whole Lot of Red V2. I don't know how I just skipped this, but not a Whole Lot of Red. That's crazy. Whole Lot of Red V2 actually, I feel like a lot of people just I feel like people nowadays are nostalgia blind about a Whole Lot of Red V2. Like it was decent. I don't think it was like the greatest shit of all time. Like people, it's like that like one little niche part of Cardi fan base that think V2 was like the greatest project ever. Um, or like some of the greatest songs ever. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of grills from V2, but I don't think it was like the best shit he ever made. I'm gonna be real with you. But it is a lot of songs that I am still waiting on. Trenches, I want that for sure, without a doubt. But yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give V2 a B. You know, it's some pretty good songs from there, but it's just not like I don't think it's on the same level as the other projects. I'm gonna keep it. My bad, y'all. I gotta kind of hurry us up. I got a plate of hot steaming food that my Dukes just made me, so I gotta hurry up. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, yeah, whole lot of red V2. I think is like people kind of like more like the hype about that is really based off nostalgia and like some of the grills that we still ain't actually fully heard. We don't even know if those songs is really good for real. We just know we only know the parts of the grills that like got leaked. I mean, not leaked, but you know, the snippets. So yeah, V2 gotta go and B. All right, I am music. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the hype with I am music is not as hype for two reasons. One, it took this man too long to release this damn project. Let's be honest. It was not worth as long as we waited. It wasn't. Okay. Now, I'm still grateful that we got it, but for for us to wait 5 years, I just don't like no. This wasn't worth that. That's one. Two, he don't have that mysterious act anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of that the mysterious act that he had kind of really played a huge part in his career. Now, you know, a lot of people don't want to admit that, but it really did. And now that he's more active on social media, he ain't as mysterious. I feel like the hype behind him and shit kind of really died down. You feel me? But that's just me though. But nevertheless, I do think I Am Music was a pretty solid project. It was like a few misses, but overall, there's some really good songs, especially that you could play around anybody on there. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was hella songs. It is some songs that I wish would have been on here. Like I wanted Wicked Killers, whatever you want to call it. I really wanted that to be on here. I know that was supposed to be on Narcissist, and it was supposed to be like the leading single, apparently, but it got leaked. I don't care if it got leaked. I still wanted that on here because I would love to see him perform that song. I think that's one of the best like leaked songs we got from Carti in the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because look, this is what I mean, bro. Y'all see how what was it? All Red was a grill that everybody was so hyped on and was waiting on to come out, and then when the song come out, it's nowhere near as hyped. Neither is it really as good as people thought it was gonna be. And this is why I say that's why I put whole lot of red V2 and B, because a lot of the grills that people are waiting on still to this day is just snippets. We don't know how good any of those songs are actually going to be. We don't know if Trenches is really going to be that good. We don't know if Trying to Get Down is going to be that good. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Friends was a really good song though. But we don't know. So that's why I got to put it at B. And plus it's not my favorite sound from him, but it was still pretty decent. But yeah, I Am Music. I think I Am Music is better than a whole lot of rap. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know a lot of people go get upset. I talked about this on both my TikTok and on YouTube. I think I Am Music is better than a whole lot of red, 100%. Okay. Whole lot of red hype was literally the aesthetic and the mysteriousness. That's really the hype behind a whole lot of red. A lot of those songs, bro, when you actually go back and listen to them, they not really that good. Like some songs are really good, but they are not really that good. It's just the hype and the overall like when he performed, like a lot of those songs are only good when he performs them. They ain't really good for you to like actually just listen to on your own time. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I Am Music definitely got a lot easier songs that you can listen to. Like anybody can listen to. Like it's easier for the average consumer ears. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I Am Music, I put it right there. I don't think it's better than self-titled. No. But yes. 1629 being behind both of these finna have people so damn livid. Yeah, that's funny. But I'm being honest, bro. I'm not finna sit here and be delusional, bro. A lot of y'all is the new delusional. I'm not. I'm being 100% honest. I don't think it get no better than what I put it. Seriously, like from a real standpoint, I just don't think it get any better than this right here. You know, but Whole Lot of Red V1 will always be the best music this man has ever released in his career, and he never even released it. That's the crazy part. The best music he ever made. But yeah, that's it for the Playboi Carti Project tier list video. I should have had some music playing in the background of this, because now it's just me talking for like 20 minutes straight. Oh well. That's it for this little tier list. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please, share your opinion, but don't try to snap on me, okay? I'm not gonna reply if you snapping crazy, all right? But definitely share your opinion and what you think should be where and why. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody that click on this video. If you click on it for 5 seconds, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe at free 99. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video. I tried to bring y'all a little something different. I've been doing too many reaction videos, so I tried to come with something else. You feel me? So yeah, but yeah, y'all boys stay up, stay motivated. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. You almost there, twin. You ain't don't stop. You finna make it. You finna make it out. And we gone, bro. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. No cap.